Hi everyone, welcome to beautybook.ie and to our Hero Beauty Products show for this week. And we're delighted to be joined by Niamh from HOLOS SKINCARE. Now this week is a bit different from other weeks because Niamh is actually, and this is kind of cool, has created her own skincare line. So she's going to be able to explain to us how that all happened. It's a plant-based skincare line. HOLOS is the name of the skincare line. So she'll talk us through that and explain the benefits of plant-based skincare and then talk through some of the products. And you can see Niamh there, and her own skin is obviously fabulous. So testament to the benefits of the of products in themselves. Hi, Niamh.
Hi, how you doing? Oh my God, I'm just in from the garden. I was working in the garden all day, so the skin is probably not at the best right now.
No,
But
I've
anyway,
all seen you on Instagram and your skincare there, and I'll link people to it later. But it's always fabulous, so I wouldn't worry about that at all. So maybe to start off, Niamh, because this is a bit like I think people would be interested to know, like creating your own skincare is so cool. So to explain maybe a bit about your background and how you got into creating a skincare line and how it's done, because it's all done in Ireland. I know Wexford, right?
yep. So my background is natural health. I was a holistic therapist for 13 years before I launched Holos. So I did massage, reflexology, aromatherapy, Chinese medicine. I taught fitness, meditation, yoga. So a really broad range of health therapies and modalities. And I suppose the HOLOS skincare just came organically out of all of that, because in my treatments I always used essential oils and I always used plant oils for well-being reasons. So for stress, anxiety, hormone issues, a whole myriad of things. And then I just started selling those oils that I made up in my clinic to treat my clients to them. And then I started doing more research and seeing the benefits that these ingredients had on the skin. So that's when I started playing around in the kitchen and making creams. And then, like, it wasn't actually a plan to launch a range, really. I just started making products, and then my husband has a background in design, and he started making labels and then making boxes. And before we knew it, we kind of had a range of products. So it just happened, and I started putting pictures up on Facebook. People started contacting me. I had no website, I had nothing. So I literally like set up a PayPal account, and that's how it started. So it just, the interest kind of came, and I was like, okay, I need to do something with this. So that's where it came from. We launched then onto shelves in 2014. So
Brilliant. And that's
yeah.
probably the best way, because you know that it's a product that you want to test in the market, and then from there you knew it was something you wanted to pursue. Like that's everybody's
Yeah.
to be able to bring things that way.
Yeah, no, it was like I kind of definitely tested it with my clients for a good while before it actually got out on the shelves. So, yeah, it was a great way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, and maybe just I should have said this at the beginning, but as we go through, if anybody has any questions for Niamh or comments, leave them here. I'll see them so I can ask Niamh as we're going through it. And I see Sandra Lasty has joined us, Niamh. So hi, Sandra. Thanks for joining us this evening. So maybe to start off, Niamh, it might make sense to talk a bit, because the skincare is plant-based, as you had said. So maybe to talk a little bit about that and the benefits of that, as opposed to, like, mineral oils are very common in skincare nowadays, but I guess plant-based is the way that would be the preferred way to go. Maybe to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I suppose Holos it's like luxurious plant-based aromatherapy skincare, and the whole idea of it is to help prevent the signs of aging. So people kind of think natural plant-based, they sometimes think, oh, it doesn't work. A lot of the time people think the only reason you would use it is so that you're not using kind of, mainstream, what they would see as having chemicals and, bad stuff in there. But the reality is that plant-based is extremely beneficial to the skin, and it's because the ingredients are molecularly small enough to enter the skin and get into a deeper level. So they don't just sit on the outside of the skin. A lot of a lot of mainstream brands are mineral based. Mineral oils mineral oils are brilliant for dry skin because they form a barrier, they lock everything in, but they don't give any nutritional value to the skin because they can't absorb into the skin. So no matter what ingredient is in there, if there's a mineral oil in there, nothing is getting in because it can't absorb. So the difference between a mineral oil and a plant oil is the plant oil can absorb, and the plant oil holds nutrients in it naturally. So it'll hold vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, antioxidants in there naturally. So there's active ingredients in the active components in those ingredients in your skincare. So when you put them on, it's like food for the skin. So it's literally like feeding the skin. The same way we eat food, eat vegetables and whole grains, because we know they prevent illness and keep us young and keep us well. The ingredients in our skincare products absorb in and help prevent the signs of aging. So it's, you know, to me, it's a total no-brainer. I always use the analogy of like, would you wait till you're 40 to start eating vegetables? And like, no, of course not, because you know that, you know, if you're going to eat well, you're going to be healthier. So why do people wait till they're in their 40s to start thinking about taking care of their skin? You know, I'm trying to kind of re-educate people and think about skin the same way they do think about their bodies. So feed the skin so that it stays well, it stays healthy, stays younger looking.
Okay.
I hope that explains.
Yeah, it definitely does. And I definitely really like that about mineral oil. Like, I knew that it's probably, people say it's not great to have it in products, but I didn't realize if you have mineral oil in a really expensive, with loads of other ingredients in that could be really expensive, there's no like, you don't get to get the benefits of it. I didn't know that. I just thought it was kind of
like, I mean, you know, I don't like to, you know, diss any other brands or ingredients or anything. Like, mineral oil is brilliant for dry skin.
okay.
You know, so if you've got someone who's like really, really, you know, dehydrated, dry, it will, you know, lock everything in. But it's not enough. It's not, you know, you still need to be using, you know, nutritious products along with that. So I always say, like, if someone, say, has eczema or something, that they kind of do a two-tier approach. So they feed the skin with your plant-based ingredients, and then if they want to put a layer on top of your mineral-based, they're, you know, doubly protected then. So yeah, mineral on oily skin is a disaster, because you're literally just putting oil on top of oil. That oil sits there, doesn't go anywhere, unlike plant oils does. It goes right in. So anyone can use plant oils. Whatever skin type, dry skin, oily skin, whatever, everyone should be using a plant oil in their routine.
Okay. Niamh, we have a question in from Sandra. She said that she has the weirdest skin, and in this humid weather, my skin gets lumpy and I look like I'm diseased. But there is no irritation or soreness or anything like that. She said, I feel nothing other than the lumpiness when I touch my skin, but other people are horrified. Any advice?
Okay, so lumpiness as in like little bumps on the skin, is it? Not sure.
Yeah. Maybe Sandra, if you're type in and let us know. So there's no irritation or no soreness, but just lumps.
Okay. I suppose I would, you know, two things I always, you know, I suppose it's hard to kind of go to give a full kind of to give advice when I can't see it or I can't ask questions. I mean, a lot of the holistic approach for me is asking lots and lots of questions and learning. But in saying that, there's two things I would always recommend, no matter what, and it's really powerful for balancing out the skin, and that's balancing the pH and using a facial oil. So Sandra, was it? Sandra?
Yeah, and she actually came in and said red raised lumps that she has.
Okay, red raised lumps. It sounds like an allergy. It sounds to me more like some sort of allergy. And I would try taking antihistamines first of all to see if it has any effect. But the thing with having an allergy on the skin, then it causes more inflammation. So I would look at definitely balancing the pH by using the HOLOS Loves You Floral Toner.
Okay.
Absolutely brilliant for balancing pH, for bringing down inflammation. What happens when the pH is off balance is that it leaves the skin open to bacteria, fungi, and damage. And yes, allergies. So if you can keep the skin pH balanced, our toner does that. Generally, toners don't do that. They have the opposite effect. But I created ours so that you could, so it was a pH balancer. So I definitely would recommend that for Sandra. And the second thing would be the Love Your Skin, the HOLOS Love Your Skin anti-aging facial oil. So that'll feed the skin all the nutrients she needs, all the vitamins, minerals, antioxidants to keep the skin strong and fight off free radicals, and then the essential fatty acids just to plump it, smooth out fine lines. But it's also very healing. So if she's getting like, lumps and bumps and an inflammation, it'll help bring that down. So they're the two things. Without seeing the skin or without talking more with Sandra, if Sandra wants to contact me directly, in a private message or whatever after, and give me more details, I'd be more than happy to help her out.
Brilliant, great, Niamh. And maybe just to go back, when you're saying about the toner, would you use the toner morning and night, or just once a day, or what's the best way to use it?
Yeah. No, morning and night. Like when I get up in the morning, I am like quick out the door in the morning. Like unless I have a meeting or I'm out, I don't even put makeup on. I literally do the toner with the pads, and then I do 3 or 4 drops of the Love Your Skin facial oil on top. That's my morning routine. At nighttime, then I'll do a lot more, but I'll always use the toner. They're the two products that if I'm doing the minimum, and no matter what routine I'm doing, those two products I always use. They're the most important things, having that pH balance and having, good fats in your skin as well. The toner is amazing. I mean, one of the, if anyone is watching and they have like kind of preteen, unbelievable for that. They don't, like kids 10, 11, 12 starting to get pimples, don't need abrasive cleansers, they don't need moisturizers, they just need their pH balanced. So morning and evening cotton pads. You'll notice with my own daughter, I can tell if she hasn't used it for a couple of days. Even today I said to her, like, you haven't used your toner. I could tell because the inflammation was back, little bumps, pimples were back, and literally after a day of using it again, it's gone. So it's really, really, really beneficial. A really good all-rounder. Again, any skin type.
Okay, and then the oil that you mentioned, and you said you use it morning and night. If you use in the morning, it's okay still to put your foundation or makeup over it. Does it still work okay? And your foundation just like the off or ball or
no. The key, the anti-aging facial oil, it's made with argan, so it's one of it's pure argan. There's 98% argan in it, and there's 2% essential oils. So it's one of the most absorbent oils on the planet. Like, it just goes right in. The thing with oil is less is more. So if you squeeze the whole thing out into your hand to put that on, you're losing a lot of it. The skin's going to find it really hard to absorb, and you're going to have it sitting on the skin. So if you use 3 or 4 drops, massage it in, it goes right in. You can use it around the eyes as well, and it's absolutely fine to put your foundation on over. So like, regardless of whether I'm wearing makeup or not, the oil always goes on first. And it actually gives you a really healthy, not greasy or anything, but a really healthy dewy glow to your skin. And brilliant for inflammation, brilliant for fine lines, really good for blemishes, age spots, brown spots, just amazing.
Okay, brilliant, cool. So we go through, so they were 2 of your hero beauty products that we were going to talk about anyway. And do you want to mention some of your other ones? I know you had, let me see, the multi-use plant oil. That was one of the products that you have pulled out as a hero product.
Yeah, so I created a new range called the This Is More range. We just launched it in November, and it was inspired by, I have this thing about products for like your eyes and products for your face and products for your neck, and it's just like, it's too much. It like panics me. Like when I stand in front of a Clarence stand, I'm just like, oh, it just freaks me out. It's just too much choice. And I've always used products I've never read I've never read the directions on products. I've always just picked them up and gone, okay, you know what, let's try something. I'll put something for my face or my feet, or I've always used them like that. But that's not how everyone uses their products. And I discovered that after I launched HOLOS, from being out on the road, visiting pharmacies and talking to people. And I'd be explaining that, look, you can use our night cream as a mask, or you can use the Love Your Skin body oil as, a cleansing oil. And people were always kind of like, what? You can do that. So I decided to create a range then that is very obviously described on the packaging all the ways you can use these products. So this is the whole idea, is that it's more simplicity, more functionality, and more fun. And the fun is finding all the ways you can use the products. But this is more multi-use plant oil, is like, it's made with organic sweet almond, there's organic rose hip, there's coconut, and there's juniper and lime. It's beautiful. Like, it's especially this time of year, it's really fresh and perfect for bringing on holidays. But you can use that oil as a cleansing oil, a makeup remover. You can use it in the hair, a body oil, a facial oil, a face mask, cuticle oil. You can just use it for everything.
Okay.
And everyone should have it. It's so handy. And then it's great for sensitive skin, and the essential oils are antibacterial as well. So just super easy. And then the other two products in the range are the same. You can use in multiple ways as well.
That does sound ideal for holidays. You've already cut out like about 10 different tubes that you need to bring with you and try and airport security.
especially if you're bringing, it's in your hand luggage. It's, and so many of us just bring hand luggage now, so it's handy, and it's 100 mils, so
perfect. Okay,
get it.
And then Niamh, the next one was the Face Night Serum from the same range.
Yes, so this, beautiful. I love this one. Well, I love them all, but this is more this is more facial and eye serum. So again, I have this thing about have to have a serum for your eyes, have to have, a separate product for your eyes, separate product for your face. I wanted to put it all in one. So the serum is a hyaluronic acid serum. So hyaluronic acid is like the buzzword in skincare now. It's like your super hydrating ingredient. And what it does is it literally sucks all the water around it and holds it onto the ingredient. So like literally when we're making it, we'll have all the botanical waters ready, and we'll add the hyaluronic acid, and it literally goes whoosh, and it sucks the water into this ball. So you can literally see the hyaluronic acid like dragging all the water into it, and it takes us days to break that up because it just wants to grab the water all the time. So when you put it on your skin, it's amazing. It just pulls all the water around it into the skin and holds it on the skin there. So we've also added cucumber and aloe vera, which is really cooling. So if you've got like puffy eyes, it's lovely for around the eyes as well. And it just like tightens the skin up straight away. And it's lovely to put on just before you pop your anti-aging facial oil on. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. Again, lovely juniper and lime smell. It's really fresh and summery.
So I have this one on my bathroom shelf at the minute, and I got it like a couple of months ago. I got one of the body oils at the same time, and I started using the body oil straight away, but for some reason I forgot about this. I think I was using another like hyaluronic acid at the time, so I finished that first. And now I use this one every morning and every evening. I love it. It's great, and I have dry skin, so like it makes it huge.
Great, good.
And then the next is the Get Better Butter from the same range, from the This Is More range as well.
Yeah. So the Get Better Butter, that just won the Image Best Nighttime Skincare. So it was recommended by Rosemary Coleman, who's one of the top dermatologists and skin specialists in the Blackrock Clinic. So she absolutely loved it. Said it was the best. Said it was the best cream she had used during the judging process. The Get Better Butter it's actually more popular than I thought it was going to be. People are using it for so many different things. So you can use it again, multi-use. You can use it on the face, you can use it on the hands, use it on the body, feet, wherever. It's for dry skin.
Okay.
And can be used for eczema and psoriasis. So it's just super hydrating, loads of vitamins and minerals, really high in antioxidants, so for killing off those free radicals. It just strengthens the skin, like literally, you know, if you've damaged skin or there's red angry spots, it just really like heals the skin and strengthens it. There's shea butter in there, there's organic shea and cocoa butter in there, but shea butter is like encourages collagen, so it's very well, it's impossible to put collagen in the skin through a cream. It has to be through injections or tablets, or even a high protein diet is better for you than putting a collagen cream on your skin, because collagen can't absorb.
Okay.
So what if, sorry? Did you say? No. I missed you there. Sorry. What you said to me?
No, we just both broke up there at the same time. No, so you were just saying about that it can't be put into the skin in a high protein diet.
Yeah.
Better, yeah.
Yeah. So collagen. So really, what you need to be doing is using products that encourage collagen, because you're not going to put collagen in. Shea butter is an ingredient for encouraging collagen in the skin. So yeah, so that one is again anti-aging, can be used, you know, anywhere on the body, on the face. I would just avoid the eyes, just around the eyes, because it's quite a heavy cream, but beautiful as a night cream, beautiful as a healing cream, and great for someone with eczema. So that's your cream that you use to feed the deeper layers and strengthen the skin, that you might use alongside your mineral oil or your, you know, aqueous cream or whatever it is. So yeah, those three are, you know, just, I suppose I'm kind of low maintenance. I like, you know, products that do lots of things, and I like to get lots from my products. So that's where that came from.
Okay, good. Well, I think, and if you have, it's better to have a few products that work for you well than having a shelf full of products and you don't use half of them and you don't know what they're for, and just gather dust. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, well, the problem with that as well is that, like, you don't know what's working for you. You can't get like a proper routine. You can't get, you know, like unless you're going to do, like, you know, you need to pick a routine and do it for at least 28 days. If you're trying to get, results for your skin, you need, you know, there's no point in using something once and there not being a difference. You have to do it minimum 28 days, like minimum, and I would say do even longer. Now, in saying that, the facial oil, like the HOLOS Love Your Skin anti-aging facial oil, you can see results with that pretty fast. You know, you should get, you know, your skin is brighter and glow. You'll definitely notice the fine lines will have, like, you know, diminished, because it just gently plumps the skin. But just as regards, you know, actual, like, really, like, skin texture and skin health in general, you definitely have to give it 28 days. And sometimes when you change your routine, your skin can go absolutely mad, you know, so you can kind of go, you suddenly, you change it and you've got breakouts or something. That doesn't mean that, you know, that those products are wrong for you. It just means that your skin is kind of going, okay, something's going on here. It's changing. And, you know, after 6 weeks, if things are not picking up, well, then maybe it's not right for you. But I would definitely give it time when you change, without a doubt.
Okay, that's really interesting, because I think most of us, as soon as we see any sort of reaction to a product, we run away from it straight away and just stop using it.
I mean, the only reaction I would say is bad is if you, like, if your face goes red and stingy and hurts, like, that's a bad reaction. Yeah, that's, you know, you're intolerant or allergic or whatever. It just doesn't suit you. Then you walk away. Yeah. But, you know, any other thing, it's kind of, you just try and get through it and you know, see what happens with your skin, and it can even out, you know, once you give the time.
Brilliant. Okay, and that was your final hero beauty product, Niamh, that you wanted to talk about, the Love Your Skin anti-aging facial oil.
So yes, so yes, that that facial oil, I mean, I talk about it all the time. It's like my desert island product, without a doubt. If there was only one product in the world that I could use for the rest of my life, it would be that. And regardless of your skin type, that oil is for you. It's just fabulous. I said earlier on about argan oil. It's super absorbent. Like for the face, argan and rosehip would be my two oils that I'd kind of recommend for the face. Now there's other ones as well. There's some other ones as well. We'll be launching some other new ones that I haven't used before that I'm testing at the moment for different skin types. But argan is it's so light and it goes right in. So what happens with a plant oil is literally absorbs, fills in the lost fat in the skin. So as we get older, we lose fat, we lose collagen, we lose elastin. Impossible to replace collagen without getting injections. Elastin, then, you know, that just goes with age. But we can replace fat. And it's those three things that make the skin sag, make it look older. We can replace the fat by using good facial oil. So this facial oil is that product. It literally goes in, fills in the spaces that are left from the fat loss, and it plumps up the skin, smooths out the lines, and then the water can't get out through it. So it helps with hydration as well, and that it locks all the water in, because water can't pass oil. And then the essential oils in it. So there's 4 essential oils: rose, benzoin, frankincense, and palmarosa. Rose and benzoin are super oils for inflammation, for pigmentation. I had a woman who contacted me there a couple of years ago. She'd been given a present of the oil. She had a skin tag that she'd booked in to have removed. And she had been using a dab of the oil on it twice a day for 2 months, and it had almost disappeared. She couldn't believe it. So she rang me to tell me. She just wanted to let me know, because she was like, look, I don't know if this is what you were supposed to be using the oil for. It was early days, so we weren't making as many claims as we can now, because we're getting so much, like, you know, good results from people. So I know for my own pigmentation, I was an absolute brat for like roasting myself in the sun, probably up to, you know, my late 20s. I'm in my 40s now, and I did, like, there was damage done. Okay. So I've got rid of all my pigmentation in my face now. I was with a beautician there 2 weeks ago, and she had a good look, and she said she couldn't see any pigmentation at all. So it's gotten rid of all of those marks off my skin. Marks I used to say were freckles. So silly behavior. So I don't recommend anyone do that. But I came from you know, back in the day when my mum used to put oil on us and throw us out in the sun to get a tan.
Everybody at that age.
Crazy. So yes, those oils are brilliant for getting rid of that. Brilliant for like any red areas, inflammation. And then the frankincense and the palmarosa are what lock in the moisture, so they keep the skin hydrated. So it's just like, if you are low maintenance and you don't use anything, you know, that's the one product I would say. Like, if someone comes into me, you know, when I visit like pharmacies and I'm doing, you know, mini facial with people, and often someone will sit down and I'll say, so what do you do with your skin? What do you use? And they just go, I do nothing. And I always say, look, if there's just one, use the oil. And I'd always recommend the oil over a moisturizer. Use it as your moisturizer, because you're just going to get loads and loads of nutrition, especially if you're someone who doesn't use anything. You're going to get nutrition from, you know, you might as well use the best and most nutritious products. So that's the one I would recommend, without a doubt, my desert island, and our bestseller as well.
Okay, well, that's good that the two of them tie in together. People are loving the product that you love as well, so happy days.
Yeah. Well, it works, you know, it works, getting results. So
yeah, that's the proof there, isn't it? So yeah. So Antoinette has joined as well, and she left a comment saying fascinating stuff, and I have to agree, it's so interesting. We could learn about the science behind this all night and hear about how it works, but Niamh, thanks so much for all the information that you've given us. It has been fascinating, so interesting. Now you sell online. You sell online. So I'll link your website in the description. I'll update the description and put your website in there. But you also are in loads of pharmacies around the country as well. I know.
Yes. So if you go online to the stockist page, so holos.ie, and go to the stockist page, you'll see all our new stockists. Now we do have a good few new ones going up this week. So from tomorrow you'll be able to see all the new ones as well. But yeah, we're all over. We're in Sam Macaulay's, Mulligan's, and lots of different pharmacies, health stores, and stuff nationwide as well.
Perfect. And to let people know as well, you're very good on Instagram stories. You're always giving updates, and people can, if they want more of this sort of information, you're often giving it. So if they want more, that's another place that they can find you as well.
Yeah. So it's HOLOS SKINCARE from Nature on Insta Stories. So yeah, and I apologize in advance for my mad, crazy days, because there are many of those.
No, that's what it's all about. That's the real side that everybody likes to see. So why not? Brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you again so much for sharing all your information, all your experience. It's been brilliant, fascinating. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for all the comments. We're not here next week. It's the bank holiday, so we're taking a week off, and we'll be back in 2 weeks, and we'll be joined by No Spring Chicken, who is a beauty blogger and who is, I think, like, she's more interested in makeup and skincare for those who are in their 40s. So thank you everybody for joining us. We hope to see you in 2 weeks. And Niamh, thank you so much. It was much appreciated.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it. Thanks, Fiona.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.